Hey everyone, what's going on? Sorry, we're getting a little bit of a late start to Undead Talking this week. A little bit of technical issues combined with some problems on my end as well. But we are here and we're going to watch Fear the Walking Dead, episode 314, El Matadero. I've got Sonia here with me,
Hey,
as she was last week. It's good to have you.
good to be here.
All right, so last week we watched as the Broke Jar Ranch got absolutely swarmed by the walkers and they got cleared out, but it's no longer really an inhabitable place, so they are going to take off, but not all together. Alicia's going to the settlement that her and Jake were talking about. Sounds like Nick and Troy are going to kind of follow after her and see what's going on. Meanwhile, everyone else is heading to the dam, so it's going to be interesting to see how that all works out. All around me, a voice was sounding. But there were no survivors from the group at Broke Jaw Ranch, which means that really Troy is the only living member of the group left. And the secret of what he did to the people at the ranch that caused all the death and the destruction of the place that his father held so dearly and everybody was fighting for, it's just all gone. And the secret right now rests with Nick. And whether or not he's going to tell his mom or if he's going to decide to, I don't know what Nick's going to do from here. He's a really interesting character, but Madison is going to try to take Lola up on her offer at the dam to stay there, and I'm not sure how that's going to go over either, but we should get a reunion in this episode. We should get to see finally Daniel and Ophelia Salazar. What do you think about that?
Yay! God, it's been all season. I have been so waiting for them to get back together.
They've been teasing it back and forth, and it's finally going to happen, we think.
And now because you said that, watch, they'll draw it out until next week's
finale. Yeah, the truck breaks down and they don't quite get there, or it's like a standalone Alicia episode. We do have a question near the chat from Abbott about the Fear the Walking Dead and the Walking Dead crossover. Yes, we have heard about that. And we are not sure who it's going to be, which show it's going to be. It's also vague, but it's really exciting.
You know what I was thinking earlier would be super, super cool? What if the character from The Walking Dead that appears on Fear was Dr. Jenner? And we actually got some information about how all this went down. Wouldn't that be cool?
When the show first got announced, my first theory was that the crossover character, was, if there was going to be one, was going to be Dr. Jenner's wife who flew in. And I know that that's not going to be the situation because it's going to be a living character, but I always thought that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of potential that they could do there. Although I do want to know what happened to Tobias. I really do.
And Alex as well from Flight 462. I believe Flight 462 won an Emmy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something The Walking Dead can't do. Hey-oh. But we got the episode kicking off right now, so we got the truck heading down the road. They are going to go meet up with their water people, I guess, or they're going to go straight to the dam. I don't know. I wasn't really paying close attention.
I don't know how Lola's going to feel about them all going to the dam now if they don't have guns and anything to trade.
Right.
That's comforting. No forecast for infected. What happened wasn't our fault. We hand over what we have, hope the invitation stays.
Madison, what happened wasn't our fault. Yeah, it's your fault because you let Troy live.
If he refuses?
But she doesn't look at it that way.
We have Ophelia.
She had the chance to kill Troy and prevent all that from happening.
Yeah, and it always surprised me that she didn't, because she is absolutely probably the only character on the show who would kill anybody without a second thought.
Like, she sees Troy as her little project. It's weird. Oh, Ophelia's going to pass out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep, there she goes. Ow. I hope she had a good stunt woman on that.
They're going to keep pulling this out. And now Ophelia and Daniel are never getting back together.
Are one of them going to die before it happens?
Let me see. Let's just go.
Oh, yeah, she's bit right on the neck.
No.
She is bit.
No. This is what they're going to do. They're going to, Oh, they better let
They are
Daniel
taking this
see her
reunion right
before
away
she
from you.
dies.
I want you to take me to my father. You hear me? Give me your word, Madison.
And Daniel is gonna light some things up. If
Oh, when
he
that
does
walker
not
fell
get
on
to
her in the
see
vent, it got a little close, and I guess it got a bite. Oh, man.
Wow. Guess we know who tonight's surprise guest on Talking Dead is going to be.
Abbott in the chat, not happy. Lots of swear words flowing in the chat, which I understand completely. If I weren't live, I'd probably be swearing a little bit right now, too.
Yeah, I had to stop myself.
It's funny because he was just saying, previously on Fear the Walking Dead, Travis is still dead, damn it. And now Ophelia's a ticking clock as far as how long she's got.
Oh, that really upsets me, though. Ophelia's one of my favorite characters.
I really wanted to see her step up in a big way. I really did.
It's like they're rebooting things now. Like, so many people have died and they've been in so many different situations. It almost seems like they're, they have the new showrunner coming next season, and Scott Gimble's going to be executive producing. Kind of seems like they're rebooting everything.
We should have kind of seen this coming, though, because she was taking a bit of a backseat to some other characters and kind of enhancing them. And when we see that happen on a character, that's when they tend to go. And for her to kind of elevate Crazy Dog and elevate Alicia, we should have seen this coming. We should have, but I didn't.
It's because I've got to see those two together just once. Come on, it's been all season. Let Daniel have a minute with his daughter.
Travis, Jeremiah, and Jake, and Ophelia is going to check out soon. That's right. This season, man, they are definitely not pulling any punches.
Yeah.
And it's weird how connected we can get to some of these characters that we haven't even seen for that long of a while. I mean, Ophelia we kind of tagged along with for a while and got to know her a little bit. But like Jeremiah, even though he was a complete jerk, the character was fantastically done.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And Jake, we all had hope for being some kind of hero. So to see these characters go, it's heartbreaking. All right, so we're back and they're camping? Someone's camping.
Is that Alicia?
I think it is Alicia. Yep. Wouldn't it feel weird spying on your sister like that, though, I mean, not even just going up. Not even just going up and saying, hey, we were told we wanted to watch after you, see, make sure you were going to be all right. I mean, I can put it past Troy. Troy can do the creepiest stuff ever, but Nick would be like, this feels weird, man.
Troy and Nick together, it's just, I love them together. It's like the weirdest, craziest buddy movie ever.
It is. It's a great dynamic. I enjoy watching it.
Get in your car! Get out of here! Or I will kill you!
The Troy Nick? Yep.
Nick?
Busted.
Alicia, this is crazy.
I've seen crazy. This is kind of nice.
I think how Alicia's supposed to be the voice of reason, but she isn't.
You have no idea what it's like being out here.
You seem to manage all right.
There are safety in numbers, Alicia. You know that.
I don't know that. I almost died yesterday, surrounded by people. Nick, is this you talking or is it Mom? Surviving is killing me.
Is this you talking or is it Mom? Since when has Nick listened to his mom?
She's gonna lose her shit. I come back without you.
I know what you're trying to do. It's been riding you ever since you got to the ranch. You're trying to atone. I forgive you. You don't know. You don't know, Mom.
Do you think killing Jeremiah weighs on his head that much?
You don't know, Mom. I feel like you don't.
Because I think other people are thinking it bothers him more than it really does.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it's Jeremiah particularly, but just how easy it was for him to kill. I don't think he feels bad about killing Jeremiah, even though he did have kind of a weird liking for the old guy. But I think he's just kind of like Carol in The Walking Dead. He knows he's walking that line.
Right.
And the more he broods on it, the more it's going to bother him.
If they so much as think Ophelia's sitting there killing as she stands.
Salazar won't be here for hours. She needs a bed and medicine for the pain. You got a better idea?
Oh, good. They're going to the bazaar. That's where Strand's welcome.
Yeah.
And, they just held up a big deal because, Madison stole a bunch of coins and doesn't have a radio to trade to get in. But, hey, whatever.
They've got guns, though, it looks like.
No receipt, no weapons.
I don't know. These are for trade.
6 on 4s, 5 people.
There she is.
5
Little Miss Sunshine.
Johnny? Pendejo?
They've got to be persona non grata.
Come on, Ophelia, hang on. Seriously, if she dies and then Daniel gets there, I'm going to lose it.
330 credits minus
Hey, that's 200 less.
Sorry, last face race. We'll take it.
Oh.
Enjoy.
We've all dealt with cashiers like that before, I believe.
Yeah. Although, honestly, I would rather have that. I'm a northerner growing up. So I would rather have somebody like that than the people down here in the South who want to chat all the time about everything.
I see Strand's poorly hidden secret room is still perfectly intact.
This is a waste.
Excuse me?
Sure, but you just gave away half our rifles if we want to buy Ophelia a kiss goodbye. For Christ's sakes, Madison, think. Consider your move.
We're out of moves. We're out of guns. We got no home. We rely on the kindness of strangers now, Victor. I can't work that would take Ophelia as a father, and I intend to keep that.
How commendable.
There's no plan B. I can only face this.
You got free water from a faucet in there. It's not so bad.
Ophelia, your word isn't worth a damn whether or not she makes another hour or two. The only thing worth anything anymore are resources. You keep squandering what little we got. You expect charity from a butcher, he will not offer you that.
Oh.
Right now? Got it?
You'll wait and see what Daniel does when you show up to people water.
Yeah, Strand and Daniel, that relationship is a bit fractured.
Yeah. But I really think that Strand is the only one that Madison is going to listen to. So I appreciate seeing him call her out and tell her what's what, because she doesn't listen to anybody besides him.
I still have no idea how that's happening either. Did I miss something along the way where Strand and Madison bonded so close that they would sit next to each other and hug and share secrets? When did that happen?
I believe they had a moment at the compound where what was his name? Abigail was?
Yeah.
I think after he died, Madison and Strand really bonded. But they had the beginnings of the bond before that. They've always just gotten each other.
Yeah, to me, the bond between them kind of came out of nowhere. It's kind of, it's, or in my opinion anyway, I never felt it to be that strong, but a lot of people...
Because Madison doesn't have that kind of, she doesn't have any feelings, so...
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Abbott in the chat says, I think it's going to be a season 2 finale all over again. Daniel will find out Ophelia's dead, beat up Crazy Dog and Walker, and kill both of them out of rage, which is very possible.
I think if he kills anybody, I bet he's going to kill Strand, just because he wants to kill Strand anyway.
Just because he's there and he doesn't like him. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, another bombshell right away in this episode.
I cannot believe that they're. Oh, that makes me mad.
Was not expecting this because I know some people like to check out the dirt sheets and the spoilers and everything on Fear the Walking Dead. I am not one of those people. I want to be genuinely surprised and enjoy what's going on. I watch The Walking Dead, but I read the comics, so I have a decent idea what's going on, but I still try to avoid the spoilers because I know the show can be different from the comics. Fear the Walking Dead, I completely enjoy because there is no source material, and if I can avoid the spoilers up until it airs, then I can just get these, the same emotion that the show is supposed to give me, and that's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah. The only reason, okay, sometimes I do go for the spoilers on.
Oh, next week a surprise guest again.
Oh my god. But only because I did look for spoilers about the season 7 premiere only because I have major anxiety and I am so invested in these characters that I wanted to be able to prepare myself for who it was going to be, because otherwise I didn't think I could handle it. And even though I had a pretty good idea of who it was going to be, I still was physically nauseous watching those death scenes. Okay. So I was glad that I had prepared.
Yeah, there are some scenes that you can be better prepared for. And I understand that just the impact that loving some of these characters can have when something bad happens to them can just be, it can mess with your head. It really can.
I am actually really upset about Ophelia. I feel like she has so much more story. She's come through so much and she's grown so much and become so strong on her own.
Yeah, I thought that she was going to meet back up with her dad and it'd be a nice, strong team, but
Please.
Clock's a ticking.
I know where you'll be, and if I get in trouble, I'll come and find you.
I'm sure you didn't die.
It's as close to an I love you as you're going to get from Nick. Troy creepily sitting in the pickup watching. I gotta admit, that's kind of a nice truck. It's raised up a bit so you can drive over some walkers if you need to.
Those two together just kill me.
I think Alicia likes that Nick will leave her on her own.
Yeah,
because he knows that she's strong enough.
She's got to be alone right now. I don't think it's the smartest move, but I understand from her perspective. She's got to process.
She just needs to get away from Madison for a while. She needs to stop being mommied.
Why did you stay? Travis was dead.
When I say mommied, I mean part-time mommied.
Sick, but my mom was falling apart. So I have to keep it together. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I could watch this show for an hour.
Right?
Nick and Troy driving down the road.
Definitely a Troy and Nick spin-off.
No, you and me were more alike than you think.
Black sheep.
He says that a lot.
Children of violence. It's just you wish you weren't.
They are pretty similar, though. Was that the trading post? No, they went the other direction.
Yeah, they did. They went right to the trading post there. Right to the bazaar.
Hey, I got these for the pain.
Oh, this is not good.
For the dehydration.
Hey, look, she gets Pedialyte too.
Well, Pedialyte is some handy stuff.
Oh, yes. Whenever my sister gets sick, she buys a bunch of that, even though she doesn't have little babies, you know? She's like, I'll be feeling better in no time.
Yeah, I think Daniel will kill you all, Madison. He's going to be pretty upset.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday I lost.
This reminds me of waiting for Jim to turn on The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
My friends, bones of my forefathers, scattered in a field of moon. I was raised on moss. Thought I was good at it. There's such a thing as too much. Ophelia asked to see her father one last time. Ophelia asked to see her father one last time. You're honoring that wish. Which is all you can do. Return his daughter for him to bury. Even if it does get us all killed. Put an end to this, even if it does get us all killed.
Thank you, Tucker. Thank you, Tucker.
No,
Yeah, you know, we've been talking about how, you know, the ranch, everybody on the ranch was lost, but Taka lost all his people too.
Oh, yes. Him, Crazy Dog, and Ophelia. And now Ophelia's on the chopping block, leaving Crazy Dog. Now we got the clip. This was one of the sneak peeks.
Is this where the new character comes in?
Don't want to eat nothing in those baskets. She's gonna go play in the playland. Oh,
the ketchup's probably still good.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they probably got some bulk foods back there. They haven't been ransacked already.
They probably wouldn't be. Like, a lot of people, if they were trying to ransack places, like, they wouldn't think of places like that. They'd go right for, like, Walmart or places, you know, the obvious places.
Right. Hey, it's a walker. Ooh, store something in a pail up there.
Looks like it's mashed potatoes.
Instant mashed potatoes. Hey, Walker. Sorry, infected. I gotta stop saying Walker on this because Walker's a character now. Really? Twisting the knife when it's in the skull? That'd be so hard to do. Skulls are so thick. Come on, stick something in the door there. No? Okay. Go hide in the ball pit.
Are you really? Is she gonna use that like a sniper's nest? Yeah, I probably would have just run. Like, if it's more than like 3 or 4, just get out.
Yep. Uh-oh. Those balls are moving behind her.
Yep.
Oh, she's like wagging her tail or something.
Oh!
Oh, there they are. Wasn't expecting some kid zombies either.
See, I am always surprised that they don't do more head kills that way, up through the jaw.
Right, it'd be like softer. It's an easier route.
Yeah, much easier to get the blade up there, or through the nose even.
Yep. Ear holes, eye holes.
And there's the new character.
Oh, the pickaxe. I like it. It's like Friday the 13th Part 2. Just walking in. See you later, campers.
Taking trophies?
A wedding ring. I suppose anything you can trade at the bazaar, right?
Now she's taking Alicia's potatoes.
Yep, there go the taters. And that could very well be the Passage Girl. I don't know. I didn't get a real good enough look at her.
Yeah, I didn't see her face.
And to be honest, I didn't pay very close attention during Passage. I know. I should have, but I didn't.
No, I was the same. It just didn't. I couldn't get into it.
If someone's infected and laying, there's no way, if I even feel a little bit drowsy, I'm going to hang out next to them. No possible way.
Yeah.
She would be tied up. There would always be someone on watch.
Well, we found her. She was okay. She was happy, actually. Look, I tried to get her to come back, but she knows where to find us. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Where's Troy? Bar if we top out Mexicans. Bar if we top out Mexicans.
Isn't it weird how she talks about Troy like he's one of her kids?
I think she does feel that for him. I mean, she never gets very maternal ever, but I think she does, because he's so similar in some ways to Nick, I think she does feel something for him.
Come on, go give her a hug. There you go.
It's okay.
You've got to be the mom in this situation, Nick.
It looks like it's painful for her to have an emotion.
Right. Well, she's probably had to pretend to be strong for a long time.
I don't know what I would do without you.
Come on, you need to get some fresh air. I'll look after you too.
So they're going to leave her alone in the little hidey hole?
Now watch, Ophelia's going to die and then turn, and Nick's going to put her down, and Daniel is just going to lose his mind.
No, they're going to leave, and they're going to come back, and Strand will have killed her. Wouldn't that be something?
Man, how many more main characters are we going to lose before this season is over?
Oh, the pain pills.
Oh, don't do it, Nick. Be strong. Yeah, he's not going to be strong.
Oh, Nick. He only took one, I think, unless that was the whole. This only showed one, and he ate the whole big.
No, it looks like he only had one, so I guess you can't fault him for taking one. I mean, look at the situation they're in, what they've been through.
I mean, I've been sober for 5 years, but the zombie apocalypse hits, and there's a nice glass of whiskey in front of me. It's going to be one heck of a challenge. But that's only zombie apocalypse. I mean, outside of that, no way. All right, so let's see. If Daniel kills you all, it will be quite enjoyable. No offense, Madison. Yeah, Madison's still not a fan favorite, not getting a lot of love.
The thing is, I won't give up on her, though. Like, I still feel like she could be a great character. We know she's strong. We know she's determined and tenacious, and she has all these amazing life skills. She can survive, but she just can't. So I just think there's still hope for her. I want to believe that. And now that, like, all the other characters I do actually like are dying, I gotta back somebody. I gotta have a favorite.
I think the only thing Madison's missing is likability. I think the character's got just about everything else, you know. She's tough. She makes decisions even if they're unpopular. She's done a lot of what Rick's done, but she isn't as likable as Rick, and that's the problem.
Yeah. I also think, too, I mean, we just have this inherent bias that we expect women to show more emotion. Because if she was like Shane or even Negan, really, who are, you know, can be kind of cold and distanced, it's totally acceptable for them. But because she's a woman, because she's a mother, we do expect to see more emotion. Not saying she has to be all hysterical or anything, but you do expect at least to see when she's with her kids, you expect to see some kind of emotion.
Right. In the past, Rick has been kind of slammed a little bit because when he was without Judith, he didn't seem really 100% concerned about Judith, you know?
Yeah, or Maggie when Beth was missing.
Right.
And everybody criticized her because she was worried about Glenn, but she didn't seem to be worried about Beth.
Right. Even though I'm not a Beth
But
fan,
really,
so it's
who
kind
would
of
have
got
been
makes
worried
sense.
about Beth?
Right. Oh, Beth. Such a mess. All right.
What a throwaway character. And I love the Greens. I love the Greens. All the Greens. They were amazing. Herschel still hurts my heart to have him gone. But Beth was just such a nothing character.
I will say this. I really like that they changed the Otis from the comic books into the Otis for the show because it's completely different. And I thought that in the comics, Otis was very racist, very harsh.
Really?
And yeah, they made him a real soft character, you know, a real likable character, someone who will sacrifice himself and is very apologetic. And I thought that it really strengthened everything at the farm a bit.
Yeah, I can't imagine Otis being like that.
Yeah, it's weird to see some of those differences. Because I was waiting because one of the characters I want to see is I want to see how they were going to pull Otis off at the ranch, or not at the ranch, but you know, at the farm, because they already had Merle, who was doing a lot of the same kind of stuff at that time, and I didn't really want that line to blur, which is kind of why I struggle with the Daryl and Dwight dynamic as well. They're just a little too similar.
They are very similar.
But here we go. Now we're back to Alicia. Is this going to be the parking lot scene from the other sneak peek? Yes, it is. She's going to go try to get her mashed taters back.
I guess in the apocalypse, even instant mashed potatoes in a tub are worth fighting for.
Yeah, if you don't have water, eating dry mashed potatoes is not good. See, there's the fingers cut off, so you know it's that lady. I still think it's weird they're so far south and wear so many layers of clothes. I suppose you don't want to get sunburnt and stuff, too. Grab those taters.
Bitch, you touch my shit, I will crack you open like a coconut.
Those are my potatoes.
Why the hell are your potatoes
Those
in
are
my
my
car?
potatoes.
Why the hell are your potatoes in my car?
It's a fair question.
Took them from the restaurant.
Back and I'll be on my way.
Got a limited supply and I'm not about to let him go. Give them back and I'll be on my way.
Sounds like a conflict of interest to me.
Oh. Fighting in those pants can't be easy, by the way.
Ooh, she goes right for the explosive.
And after you shoot my tank, then what are you gonna do?
Why you gotta make trouble when there isn't any?
Oh.
Could share him.
I'd really prefer not to kill you.
They're going to eat a whole pail of mashed potatoes together?
Not to kill you.
Bonding in the apocalypse.
Food at the bazaar.
Oh, I know a quesadilla. You can ask him what's so. Or the zombie.
Brains. Okay.
I don't drink.
Troy, don't drink.
A brains taco?
Yeah.
Really? Amiga, I'm not gonna eat this.
Oh.
¿Dónde está You're looking for Matadero. The slaughterhouse?
Oh, he's gonna try to get some drugs.
Oh, Nick.
I saved your life. You owe me. Drink your milk.
And eat your brain taco. Oh, here it is. Don't you do it, Strand.
He has to know if he does that, Daniel will kill him. Like, he is just waiting for the excuse right now.
The deal's going down all over the place.
And the other thing with the clothes is also, you don't want to get bitten. They still think that you'll only turn if you get bitten. So of course they're gonna layer up so that if they get into a bad situation, they might be able to get out of it without getting bit.
It's true.
Bitten.
Oh.
This is about the time you realize how deep in the shit you are.
You ain't sneaky enough,
I
Strand.
was thinking we were friends. I want to talk to Brock and John.
Yeah, don't we all? No? I think it's better if you stay here with us.
I've got
Well,
something that
they got drugs and women, so it couldn't be that bad of a place, right?
he's gonna want to hear this.
If he tells him about the dam, Strand is always working those angles.
Oh yes. She's gonna die before he gets there, and it's gonna suck.
Oh, can't do that to me, Walking Dead. I've got to see Daniel reunited with his daughter.
I don't know how I respond to seeing you there. Please. Please. It's okay. It's okay.
I still love Taka. I know he's kind of a bad guy, but I think everyone's kind of a bad guy at this point in the zombie apocalypse. They've all done bad things.
Yeah, and nobody's hands are clean in that world. There's no way. I just think I think Taka has such great ideals, but this isn't a world for ideals. He is a man of honor, and he clings to these rules and these tenets that he set for himself, but that only applied in the old world. Like, they don't work in this world.
No.
They honestly probably should have headed right for the dam.
Right?
I don't want to see anything. I don't want to do. Simon, come down. He's gonna be here in a minute. Please.
She's doing more mothering with Ophelia than her own kids.
Looking forward to getting to know. Tell him I was really looking forward to getting to know him.
Oh.
And you're all alive, lying to your kids because you think you're protecting.
Couldn't they make Madison tear up a little bit or something?
They know who you are, they know what you did. They know you and the blood. So the blood. You knew your father. Don't think for 1 second, Father. Don't think for 1 second you did it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, look at them now, bonding, and Madison's there with her as she's dying, and yet a few episodes ago, Ophelia was poisoning everyone.
Right.
Oh, come on. Give me this scene at least. No.
No. Please.
Oh, man. That close, huh?
No.
And
watch, Daniel probably didn't even come.
Daniel, wait.
Oh, there he is.
Listen to me. Stop, please, listen to me. Just listen for a minute.
Oh.
Okay, I object to this because it was so trite and expected for them to just miss each other. It's been happening all season. And seriously, they couldn't give us 1 minute of the two of them together?
No.
Not okay.
Or maybe. So that's emotional Madison? That's what she looks like?
What kind of sick joke is this?
Daniel.
What happened? Constantine!
Daniel. The ranch was overrun.
Oh.
She saved us, but she got bit.
She didn't really save
I'm so sorry.
anybody, but I guess if you want to tell them that, it's okay.
Please. I'm so sorry. Please.
I agree, Daniel. This was a sick joke.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Get away from us. Or I kill you.
Oof.
He doesn't really feel that way about Madison. He's just angry and upset.
Well, he's never been one to get super emotional anyway.
This is so not okay. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I am not okay. I'm not okay with how that went down.
Oh, wow. So we did not get well, I guess their bodies got to be next to each other for a moment.
Yeah, but we don't know if she was already gone or if she knew that he was there as she was sliding out. We don't know.
Abbott in the chat, screw you, Rick, not in the mood. Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. Yeah, seriously, we've been waiting for this for a while, and we did not get it.
It really disappoints me, though. That was lazy writing because it was super expected, and
I like that they didn't give us the Hollywood, here's, the moment of on the deathbed saying I love you and all that kind of stuff. I'm one that I enjoy movies that have a sad ending. I can appreciate them. And I like the way the story was told. I don't like, personally, that it never got resolved the way I wanted it to, but you gotta take what you can get, right?
And I guess, honestly, that is how things go in that world. One day you have a certain expectation of the way that things are going to be, and it could all change in a second, depending on what happens, because there's no way to predict. You can kind of manage the threat from people, but you can't manage the walker threat, and they can get you even if you're a good fighter, even if you know what you're doing. All it takes is your guard down for 1 second, and that's what can happen.
So do you think the hashtag Where's Ophelia is still going on?
No. Well, I think we know where Ophelia is now.
Oh, man.
But we need a new one. We need a hashtag of Where's Luciana? Where's Lucy?
I don't know. She's one that just kind of disappeared. Tobias disappeared. Morales disappeared. She might be another one of those stories where we never find out. Like Alex, too. Wow. Kaltaka Walker. Oh, they're just using his full name. Okay.
I think Lucy will be back.
I just earned 300 points for entering my code.
Oh, what was the code?
Kaltaka Walker. All one word, no spaces.
That rewards program is so cool.
And it confirms that Comic Book's been spelling it wrong the whole time. Like, the first time I saw it written out was on their site, and I'm like, I don't think that's right. So I did a little research into the Native American names and looked up Kaltaka, and I was like, okay, this is how it's spelled. So I've been rolling with that on Undead Walking, and I was right. Yes.
Well, we do like to fact check here and there.
Fact checking is important.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, we just got a writer on our site that is going to write up a review of the Robot Chicken Walking Dead episode that's on tonight.
Awesome.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, if I wasn't going to be working on the review and the desk piece is going to be a hard one tonight.
Yeah, it won't be long, though, I don't think, unless something crazy happens.
Oh, now we get to see Nick tripping out.
Oh.
What did he take? Were those pain pills, or what is he on?
I have no idea, but maybe Troy hooked him up with something at the bazaar. Something, I don't know.
Must have.
Is Troy tripping too?
Looks like. Not sure that I would trust drugs that I picked up at a place like that.
I've done it. ¿Dónde está Matadero? Adentro.
Oh. I will say Fear the Walking Dead Season 3 has had a fantastic soundtrack.
Yes.
Well, it's not just...
As long as they don't end up going to the titty twister like in From Dusk Till Dawn, I think we'll be all right.
Well, I was told you the madness of things.
Those correct. What sort of things?
Oh, Nick.
All the things.
That laughing sounds really weird.
Heroína, morfina, cocaína, amphetamina, codeína.
Can't go down a little. I'm gonna go up.
You really want up.
Oh.
Why do I see this suddenly becoming Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Right? And Troy's being the voice of reason.
This is locus ceruleus. It's the nucleus, the brainstem, pure adrenaline.
Oh, wow.
Professor forgets. Enough to wake the dead.
How much does a hunk of brainstem cost these days?
For you, my friend. It's free.
Oh, there you go.
Nowadays, got this. Which client is it?
Shall we say peace?
Doing shots of brainstem now.
Oh, he did. Oh. Considering that people are becoming zombies, I don't know what you'd want to.
Is Nick gonna do that one too?
A shot of random brainstem.
That's pretty trustworthy. It's peer pressure. Everybody's looking at him. Oh.
What do you do with the teeth? Say the difference.
Yeah, they're sharing taters.
You buy gold and bulk at the post. Some of the Mexicans will sell the teeth and the fingers for charms. Protection from the biters, that's what it should. Yeah. Thanks. You look like you can use some protection.
A tooth ring.
That's disgusting.
Don't let a gift tooth ring in the mouth.
Where you headed? You too good for good luck.
Yeah, Alicia. Jewelry not good enough for you?
Water King. When you pass from ghost town after ghost town, all stay clean. These potatoes are a gift. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. Will you now? Find a way to do this alone. I had to find a way to do this alone.
Why?
Or I die.
I don't understand this need to test yourself on alone.
We're done here. I'll take my things and go.
I kind of get it. Like,
I'm taking.
she wants to keep herself from falling into that trap, thinking there's ever going to be any kind of security or depending on people. She needs to know she can do it on her own. But
we're gonna find a way out.
I figured she'd have learned that when she was in the bunker and giving orders and everything.
You grow accustomed to the killing.
Oh, no, don't be the voice of reason and trying to talk her out of stuff. No.
We barely even met you, and now you're gonna be gone.
If a woman sets her mind to it, she can get used to anything.
Oh, is she hitting on her? I think she just hit on her. They are freaking out, man.
It is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Oh, this episode is crazy.
That's just like another Tuesday. The sad thing, Troy, is you will never feel free or more yourself when it's 5 in the morning and the sun's about to rise and you're out of your mind. Oh, cocktails, just lunch. Nick, it's disappointing. Nick, wait up.
Oh.
Yep, those are infected.
Oh, he's showing him the trick.
Yep.
Wipe it on thick, as much as you can. You gotta walk quiet. Stare at the space between atoms.
Stare at the space between atoms. He's running?
Nick is totally going to become a whisperer.
Showed him the trick.
I can't go back. I can't go back.
This is a bad time to freak out, man. Where the deadbeats are supposed to be in the wall taking care of these people.
Walking Dead is brought to you by KFC's Nashville Hot and Honey Mustard Barbecue Georgia Gold.
Howdy, folks. I'm here.
I kind of don't like that, though. Like, here's Daniel's going through hell, and Ophelia just died, and everybody's all Strand's in trouble, and nobody knows.
It's a weird contrast, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're just like, woo, let's trip.
It's hard to enjoy the trippy stuff with everything else going on. Oh, man.
So, yeah, back to what we were saying about Alicia, though. I do get it. I do understand her desire to know that she can handle things herself. But I think that if you have family, if you have friends, you have those people, why turn your back on them? Because they are going to be gone, and you never know. They could be gone, in an hour.
And we just learned that with Daniel and Ophelia.
Yeah, I would want to spend as much time as possible with the people that I care about. I certainly wouldn't just go off and leave them. And I've never understood that on this show. It does seem like people they're so willing to just take off.
Go and do your own thing.
Yeah, and on The Walking Dead, like, Rick has risked everything over and over and over again to make sure that everybody stays together. That's right. What's most important. That core group stays together no matter what. And on this show, everybody's just like, yeah, I'm going to go do my own thing. Okay, bye.
I do think it's weird, though. I think Fear the Walking Dead actually is much better than The Walking Dead at giving fans a wide variety of emotion in each episode. And I'm not sure how that happens because there aren't as many characters that I have as deep of a connection with. Yet I feel such a connection when something does happen. It's so strange.
That is strange. And yeah, I never thought of it that way, but that's true. And that's probably why, obviously on The Walking Dead we've had deaths before, but it's probably why Abe and Glenn's deaths hit us so hard, because even though the group does take losses, overall, they still kind of feel invincible. There's still that, as long as we do it together, we can do anything attitude. And losing Glenn and Abe was the first time in a long time that the group really had to face the fact that they couldn't beat this, that they weren't invincible.
I like that Robert Kirkman said that The Walking Dead was more of a superhero show than a family drama, and that Fear the Walking Dead was supposed to be the show that took the family unit and kind of put that to the big test. And I can see the differences in the two shows in a huge way.
Yeah, definitely. Although, again, I see the family dynamic, but the running off on their own, just, that doesn't make sense to me. But I guess that's part of it, showing the dysfunction in that family and those years of interpersonal conflicts that they have, all those things that they never worked out that now are coming to the surface just in this extreme situation.
So the Talking Dead guest is Ruben Blades, not Mercedes Mason. Kind of a surprise.
Yeah. Well, Mercedes Mason wasn't she on last week?
Yeah. I love Pregnant Woman
So
Glow,
they
though.
tricked
She
us
looked
again.
fantastic in that episode.
Catch up on every episode so far. Wait, it all leads up to the 2-hour season finale of Fear the Walking Dead next Sunday night at 9.
The 2-hour season finale next Sunday, so we'll be here for 2 hours, and it's gonna be probably brutal.
Yeah, if this is the lead up, good lord.
You think Madison was counting the pills?
I think so, just because I think that's automatic for her after so many years of dealing with Troy.
Hey, look, he found the secret hidey hole. Nobody else can.
Oh, Daniel, we're so sorry.
I've been walking all night with my daughter. Carried her onto an olive tree. Buried her with my hands.
She saved Alicia's life. She saved Alicia's life.
Where is she? Alicia, where is she?
She left. On her own. She left. On her own now.
She saved Alicia's life. Oh, yeah, where's she at? She bolted.
I had enough of all this, I suppose.
And you blame her? You were with Ophelia when she died. You were with Ophelia when she died. Did she say anything? Did she say anything?
Come on, tell him.
Give him that much at least.
Tell you that she loved you. Tell you that she loved you.
She didn't say that. She said she was looking forward to getting to know him. And he knows that
Telling the
she's
truth,
yes,
Madison.
She said she was looking forward to getting to know you.
There you go.
She was looking forward to getting to know you.
There you go.
I told her she already did.
She never did know the man that brought her to the United States. She saw him once. Frightened her for a moment. And it frightened her. Well,
So Madison's still learning that she can't just say whatever it is to make people happy.
this is no place for you.
I'd like to bring the others. I'd like to bring the others,
Oh.
if that's all right.
Daniel
Okay.
and Madison have always had a pretty good relationship, too.
She gonna wake up robbed of everything?
Well, she still has her gun, so that's a good sign. And the potatoes.
Thought you'd already gone.
I figured she'd have gone.
About to. Would have found me if this pile of junk were worth a damn.
Where you headed? Where you headed?
See they more killing.
You know?
See they gonna pull themselves.
You know? Just killing them.
I would say no friends.
Just killing them.
No friends.
Ever think about selling your hair?
Don't even think about it.
I love that pickaxe. It's definitely not the most efficient weapon.
Yeah, but it'll
That's
get the
pretty
job
cool.
done. What is he wearing?
I don't know.
Where did he find a Cosby sweater in the apocalypse?
Oh, man.
Head back to them.
Troy and I
Oh,
were thinking
Nick.
maybe staying behind a couple of days.
Oh.
It's a good place to have a towboat when you come back and eat straight.
Well, good for me then.
Yeah, man. We'll secure more provisions for Dan. We need it.
Yep, Madison ain't buying that.
No, she knows what. That's not the first time that she's had to have that conversation with.
No.
Looks like Strand got himself out of trouble.
Somehow. Would he give away a water truck or two?
Yeah.
Always.
It's got to be 100 degrees out there, and he's got that
Right?
collar popped.
Okay, so that's what we got for this week. So we got a major death. We've got characters disappearing. We got characters appearing. We got dramatic moments. We had some silly moments and some intense moments. And really, I enjoyed this episode as much as I can enjoy losing a major character, I guess.
Yeah, it was a good episode except for that, and we will always miss Ophelia and be very upset that she and Daniel didn't get a reunion. I'm going to be upset about it anyway.
I always hoped that they would, but just wasn't in the cards. That's going to do it for this week on Undead Talking for Fear the Walking Dead. We'll be back next week. Back-to-back episodes, 315 and 316. I believe they've got weird titles. Like Things Bad Begun and then Sleigh Ride. It's weird titles. But
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah, it should be fun. Should be interesting. You're welcome to come back again next week if you like. We can hang out and talk about episodes.
Definitely.
In the meantime, I highly
wouldn't
recommend.
expect you to fill 2 hours by yourself.
Yeah, I've done it before. It was not great. First episode of this, 2 hours. Oh, it was bad. Talking to myself for that long, but at least I had some people in the chat to hang out with and talk with, like Abbott here. He did a great job hanging out. But until then, I recommend you guys head over to Undead Walking, check out our articles. We're going to have reviews, recaps, previews, lists of who died in the episodes, opinions,
and
questions
we have our
answered,
special
questions
slideshow
remaining.
coming up this week.
Oh, absolutely. And I highly hope that you guys can check us out on YouTube. If not, when we're live talking about the episode later on, you can queue it up and watch the episode with us. Because you don't have to be here to watch it with us. Just when we say the episode starts, turn it on, and you'll be watching it with us and BSing with us through the whole kit and caboodle. But once again, thanks again for joining us. Check out Undead Walking. We'll be back next week. And thanks again, Sonia. Bye.